Station in King Vaughan. CB24's Mark Livman is repositioned there. He joins us live with the details. So, Mark, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Nick, just got to this location a couple minutes ago, but this is a line like I have never seen at any polling place that I have ever covered. It actually goes around the length of the building here. People are socially distanced, but then it flips around the other side, and we even have some people saying they're lining up on the highway. That's not totally inaccurate, because they actually go around the entire side over here, and it almost does look like they're starting to get on now towards where the 400 starts. That's how far. If you want to go this way with me a little bit further down, that is how far it goes. It goes all the way around. Had a chance to speak to some people who aren't even close to the front of the line, saying they waited 45 minutes. How long did you guys wait? Did you guys wait a long time? An hour and 35 minutes. What have they told? Have they told you anything so far as you've been waiting?
No news, nothing. I don't know if they will take us or not. I don't know.
I was going to say, when polls closed, did they tell you if they were still going to allow you to be able to go inside? Oh, they did? What did they say to you guys?
They said they're going to continue the votes.
So they'll even after 9:30?
9:30, but who knows?
How do you know?
Okay, and how long ago did they tell you guys that?
We assume that. Nobody here, just assuming.
The other thing I was going to ask you guys, where did you get into the line? Because I know how far it goes down. Oh, you guys actually got on?
All the way from the highway, yes. All the way from the highway.
So and literally lining up along the side of the 400. Yeah. So that gives you an idea, Nick, of what we're talking about here. That's how far this line goes. It's almost impossible to show you the entire length of the line, just because it goes around the entire side of the Sportsplex here, really all around, loops around the other side, and I can't even see where it ends, actually. I mean, people are saying they literally were lining up along the 400 just to be able to get inside. Some people saying at this point they don't know if they'll be allowed in. They're saying they're assuming, the people that we've had a chance to speak with so far, they're assuming that they will be able to get in at some point. But again, we know polls do close at 9:30. So that's a big question at this point, but we just don't know how long they'll stay open. But again, we know polls are supposed to close any minute here. So this is what people are dealing with out here in Vaughan. A lot of people, some people telling me they waited 45 minutes closer to the front of the line, but then it does extend just so far down in this other direction here. You could see right there, that's the entrance to the 400 right there. Those cars making the left there, they're actually getting onto the 400. The line goes around that side as well. So that's how far this goes. There's no question that the people that are towards the far back of this line, they'd be waiting well past 10 o'clock if they did want to vote. And again, we know polls close way before that. So that is what people are dealing. Have you guys been waiting a long time as well? 20, 30 minutes. Did you guys end up having to line up on the 400 just to be able to get to where we are here at this spot in the line?
No, Dad dropped us off, so we were good.
So you were good?
Yeah, we were.
400.
Oh, you guys actually lined up on the side of the 400?
Exactly. We were right there. Then it took us about 45 minutes.
Just to get to this spot. And you could see here, it still goes around the other side. Did they tell you anything as you were waiting here? Did they come up? Did anybody with this polling location give you guys any information or anything like that?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Did they tell you what would happen if 9:30 comes and you're still waiting outside?
Nobody told us, but we are expecting for extension. I think they should do it because people are still waiting. Yeah.
It sounds like people seem to be keeping their patience for the most part. Have you seen, has that been the case for what you guys have seen? Because you're closer to the front, obviously, than a lot of these people who are lined up wrapped around the side here.
It must be extended at least 2 hours, I guess. At the time I'm seeing, people are still coming.
That's the vibe you're getting from seeing all these people. That's what we're. I can say the same thing. There you go. I mean, these people are saying they've never seen anything like this, and covering a lot of different elections, I have never seen a lineup like this as well. It just shows you how far it goes as we make our way towards kind of what looks like the front of the line here. Hard to tell where it actually gets into the building. I did hear from somebody off camera as well a couple minutes ago that was saying there is another entrance. How long have you guys been waiting?
I think 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Yes.
Have they told you guys anything? I know back
they
there.
told us to say 25 minutes.
They said as long as you're in the line, you're going to vote.
Even if it's past 9:30, that's what they're telling you. So that is something somebody else was not sure about, but we are hearing from this voter here that is saying yes, even if it's past 9:30, as long as you are in this line, you will be able to vote. But this is just, it's mind-boggling to see how far this goes. And people obviously here are trying to socially distance, but it's tough to do because towards the back, the only way to socially distance is actually line up on the 400. You could actually see on one side you have these people in line, the other side you actually have the highway. So this is what people are dealing with out here. We heard from some other people that said they don't actually know if they will end up being able to vote. These people telling me they'll end up being able to go inside and vote, but unclear at this point if people towards the further back side of this very, very long line, if they'll be able to vote at all, even past 9:30. Guys, back to you.
Okay, well, Mark, we've been speaking with our panel of experts here, and
along the backside and
Well, there were actually 20 ridings where they've actually reduced the number of polling stations. So even Toronto Centre, as an example, has gone from 91 polling stations to only 15, which is a reduction of almost 84% in ridings like Whitby as well, in Brampton East, and a number of different ridings. There's 20 GTA ridings that have been impacted, and 2 out of the GTA in Regina, Wisconsin, and also in British Columbia.
And the contact tracing is important.
Hold on a second, Adrian. We got to hold it here. The polls have just closed right there. That door closing at that polling station. This is officially when polls are supposed to close in Ontario, but as we've just been discussing, King Vaughan, the riding where Mark Liverman is in, of course, York Centre, King Vaughan. Yeah, King Vaughan. Yeah. That is the riding where thousands of people appear to be lining up here. Our understanding is if you're in that line before 9:30, which is before now, you should be able to get in and vote. But again, it looks like these people could be waiting an hour, Mark Liverman, maybe 2 hours. Are you getting any sort of update from any Elections Canada officials there, Mark?
That's a great question. What we are hearing is that if you have been in the line as of a couple minutes ago, yes, you will be able to vote, but it's just not clear at this point how long this will go on for. Because again, we've heard from some of these people who were saying they waited more than an hour and a half in this line. So this could we be looking at 11 o'clock tonight? That's something that's just not clear. Also, I can say I still haven't seen the end of the line. So tough to say if there is somebody there, if there's somebody with Elections Canada at that corner of the line, at that section of the line, the end there, telling people, turning people away now that it is past 9:30. The line is so long, we haven't actually seen the extent of it, even walking along the backside and side of this very, very big building. But again, a lot of people here waiting a very, very long time just to be able to get the front. We'll kind of make our way towards the front, maybe get some answers on that side from election officials. But you could see as we make our way down the side of this building, just how far it goes. You could see they're kind of in the parking lot here, but keep in mind, everything to our right is the 400. So again, this is where people are having no choice at this point, but to get into this line and deal with all of this as we now move past 9:30. A lot of people here still waiting. A lot of people, every single person I've had a chance to speak with so far says they haven't been informed by election officials as to how much longer they're going to have to wait, exactly when they'll be able to get inside. You could actually see, this is the first time I'm seeing since we got to this location, kind of where what looks like the front of the line. So we're making our way through one portion of the parking lot. There's the other side. It actually wraps around another section of this parking lot. Wow, this is absolutely massive. I can tell you there are officers on one side of this parking lot making sure cars don't come into the parking lot where we are located here, but it wraps around one side, goes around the other. So yeah.
One thing I can see that we've checked out in the newsroom is, according to Elections Canada, they'll go to the very end of the line at 9:30 on the dot. So it's now 9.
You know, this is kind of outrageous, I have to say, and it